Hey guys, what's going on? It's MajiinBae. Welcome back to the channel. You read the title right. Today is Jhin control. Something that I never thought I would say, but turns out Jhin, kind of like Leona, does function well as both an aggro and a control champ with his stuns. This deck does play out a bit more of a tempo-y strategy and with an almost combo finish. Basically, what you have here is you play Bandle City for all the pings and things like that, right? We have the group shots, the pie toss, drop the bombs, all that kind of stuff. We have the standard Bandle package of like Junk Construct, Conchologist, blah, 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 blah. Gnar helps keep the board clean, give you Pokey Sticks, that kind of stuff. And then we top it off with Lord Broadmane and Riptide Rex. Now, Broadmane, obviously really good at dealing with your opponent's stuff, especially because Zolani is kind of everywhere right now. And then Riptide Rex is very good when you get to cast a second one for 1 mana, thanks to Condense. We're very, very, very good at dealing 1 damage to the opponent's Nexus. We have things like the second half of Pie Toss, right? Perilous Pastry. We have Pokey Sticks from Gnar. We have the Lightning Rush. We have the ping off Drop the Bomb. We have Jhin pings, right? We have like so many things that are going to allow us to deal a damage to the opponent's Nexus. And then we, boom, Riptide Rex. And then often we go Condense, Riptide Rex right after. And that's how we win the game. This deck is currently doing quite well on ladder. I don't know if that will stay, but right now it's putting up pretty solid stats. So I figured we have to try it out. I just played a couple games of it, and it felt honestly a lot better than I thought it would. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. So I figured we just take it on Master's Ladder, and we'll see how it does. All right. Oh, mirror. Okay. And people like to finally get to play Jhin in a non-Annie Jhin list, I suppose. I think keeping a Portal Palooza is probably pretty good in this matchup. As far as I know, none of the lists are playing like a lot of units. You're pretty spell heavy. And in spell heavy matchups, keeping your like 5 mana draw spell that like gives you something is usually pretty nice, right? Formula, I know it's 6 mana. Portal Palooza, even like place your bets. Furthers your game plan without like allowing your opponent to start making use of their hand. If you can strand their mana or make them make a suboptimal play because they're like, damn, I don't want to lose 3 mana here. That's when Portal Palooza does its job. We don't want to actually play Jhin for a little bit. Okay, they have one too. Do you hit a portal? Dang. Oh, boo. Come on. That's pretty strong. All right, I'll portal. I hit both. Wow, okay. At least I had a 4-power unit, right? I was going to Gnar, but now I can't because our opponent knows that I can't, I can't, like, ping. I can't attack and ping. I can now play Gnar, or I can play Portal Palooza. I think I'll just get some more portals going. That's a Rex, so, you know, we have a plan for the late game. Something I didn't mention in the deck tech, which is really important, is that if you have Jhin in hand, and then you Riptide Rex, a lot of you probably already know this. If you have Jhin in hand, and then you Riptide Rex, your opponent cannot respond to it, because it will fill the stack. That's okay. And they're hitting some really good portal hits, huh? We'll do this, try to like slow our opponent down.
Deep breath now.
I will block.
My research.
Yeah, no surprise. So our opponent does have Jhin in hand. We have Jhin in hand. The question is, how do we want to go about playing this game? I want to see my draw. I don't think we want a Broadmane yet. What do we hit? Whoa, Dead Bloom Wanderer. All right, that's pretty nice. Let's take this out. And then I'm thinking we play Gnar this turn. I don't think our opponent's going to play Jhin.
That's so
Lightning Rush.
cool.
Okay, yeah. I wanted the life gain, but I don't know if I'm willing to like Lightning Rush back. That seems pretty bad. Our opponent is definitely getting their Jhin going faster than I am. Here's Gnar. I'll take my Poké Stick. Or I'll try to take my Poké Stick, sorry. Okay, Gnar goes down. Bonus Jhin gets activated again. I don't really want to pick him up. I don't particularly care about Gnar. Okay, we're gonna need some things to line up for us. Okay, sure.
Everyone here is so cool.
Noxians are not the monsters they make us out to be.
Finally, we're getting some Jhin going. Now, our opponent's going to hit Rex next turn if they want to, because they have Scrappy Bomb. Yeah, they could always just Perilous Pastry as well, but something to think about. So, if given the opportunity, I'll likely take my open attack. That makes open attacking worse. I'll still take it. Yep, not surprising. Okay, if our opponent Rexes, probably just Rex back.
Like you mean it!
Like you mean it. There it is.
Rain in fire!
Ow, 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 ow. This is what I mean. Look at this damage. And I can't interact. Like, I can't do anything because the stack's full.
My prize.
Okay, so I get to Rex, and then I get Rex priority next turn because this is gonna pop, and so I don't have to pass priority to deal damage to my opponent. Pew, 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 pew. So they're gonna have to deal damage to me in order to Rex again. I don't. I have 2 Rexes left in hand. Hopefully that's enough to get us there. I think it will be. Like, this is pretty spooky. Oh, they're going for the Rex. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the problem, though, right? Like, if I get Rexed, don't I die too? This kills them right now, though, I believe, right? It's like exactly lethal. How many times does this go? Is it 7? It's 7. So this should be exactly lethal. We go copy Rex. We Rex. And it should be exactly 9 damage. And they can't respond to. Okay, nice. Wow. Yeah, you can cast 1 burst speed spell, but it doesn't actually help you. Whew, wow, that was ridiculous. I felt like we were really behind that entire game. But double Rex with Jhin activations, it seems pretty strong. All right, this is important. If we can't beat this deck, I don't know if we can play this deck. Like, if you can't at least have game into this, right, you're just going to struggle. Not sure we want broadmane in the opener. Conchologist, Pytos, and Jhin all seem pretty good, though. Second Pytos. If I find a Solari Sunhawk, I'll try to hold it. The problem is our opponent's attacking on 8, and so they could play Zilani on my turn and then open attack with her. We're going to hit them with the age-old hope they don't have Siren Song.
Bless the faithful and sear the heretics.
I guess I'll take another Python.
Wondrous discoveries await below.
Probably not right, but if I find another broadmane, that all of a sudden helps a lot.
Devotion to battle.
It's fine. I'll trade with that next turn. Unless they Siren Song, then I won't.
To the world
Offer the
below.
trade right now. Get in there. Not a great sign. Alright, let's take that bad boy out. I think our plan is just to like run away with the game using Jhin. It's not the best plan ever, but it's a plan. Yep.
Grant us your guidance. We have need of you.
Rex also loses a lot of his oomph after Siren Song because they have so many stats. A pass? Don't know what you have. It's not Sunburst. That's 5. Just not attacking at all is weird. Some sort of vulnerable granting thing? I don't know. Okay, let's play Jhin.
Stage is set.
And then if our opponent looks to kill Jhin, we can pick him up with Lightning Rush. Hell yes, brother. This stuns. Yeah, so I could go face, but I'm going to do this because it lets me just broadmane Divine Clerk, which is very nice.
This way, killing
Currently,
goons
Zolani
into
at
artwork.
1 stat, so +2/+2. She's a 4/4. Give me that Poke Stick, baby. Like, if our opponent wants to, they're going to gain the life back, so I'm not going to go out of my way to, like, shoot my opponent's face, right? Rather soften up the board, try to keep it a bit easier for me. Okay, another broadmane. Don't hate that.
I'll burn for what I've done.
Let's just take care of one of these real quick. Let's take this guy out.
Seeking an end to war.
I know he's damaged, and so my pings would kill him, but he's also the only one that can attack this turn because of Pale Cascade.
Justice's name.
I wish I had like a scrappy bomb going off or whatever they're called. Another Sunburst. Okay, well, Jin's probably safe. Gnar's fine. Honestly, he's just a 5/5. Like, he's not really doing anything here. Hey, look, it's Gnar. I think I want to get Jhin down.
Bad actor. And one who chews the scenery.
Sure.
It's not all talk, friend.
I
can hope
did
for
not know
confidence.
that level 1 Jhin didn't have quick attack. I just like assumed he always had quick attack. Wow, fantastic draw. That is acceptable. And I think it's time. Do this. Challenger spooky. If I didn't think it was time before, I definitely think it's time now. So we get to stun 2 things? A pass? Man, I could just take this. It's really enticing. It's really enticing to just take this pass. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the idea. Let's see. I'd have 12 mana. So that'd be like 2, 10. I'd be 1 short of double Rexing next turn. I think I'm gonna take it though. Yeah. Stuffed a Zolani, huh? That's pretty sick. All right, here we
I
go.
will give them a show to remember. Bliss comes in the moment before I fire.
Yeah, we would have Rexed, killed some stuff, and our opponent would have cashed in a Zolani with Challenger. That would have sucked. So I'm very happy with my decision to pass. Fortunately, we transfer stun on the Husk. I mean, sorry. Unfortunately, we stun Husk, and it won't transfer. This will level our boy, and it
There
will
is
stun a couple
art
more
here,
things.
waiting.
Full waiting. And if you haven't been attacked by level Jhin yet, it's pretty goddamn good. Also, the combination of broadmane plus Jhin means that things are going to get damaged and stunned and then killed.
This way, killing blooms into artwork.
Hera.
I have prepared something very special.
Not bad. Not too shabby. What do we got here? 0 of 3? Alright, so I can't, like, throw some pings out to get another stun. But that's okay. Whoa, Moonlight Affliction. That's pretty good.
Grant us your guidance.
Click.
We have need of you.
I see ya. I see ya. Let's take that guy out. Alright. Nice. Yep. We end up dealing 9 to our opponent after we shoot that guy. Pretty good.
Unseen.
Not too bad. What do we got here? Mirror. Alright. Yeah, I expect this deck to be pretty popular. It's like one of the more interesting decks. It's probably the most interesting deck of the season so far. I'll keep Gnar. The rest I think goes away. We have Condense. Oncologist is always fun to see. We don't have Jhin in hand yet. But we'll see a couple cards before it'll come like truly relevant. Me too, Mr. Dragon Man. I'm gonna pass, and then I'm gonna Oncologist. No Portapalooza. Very sad. Huh. Probably Quicken.
Astounding.
We can bounce our broadmane, their broadmane, Gnar. It's like the best hit, but I think it's pretty good. X1, X1, X1. Damn. Never lucky. X1. Damn. Never lucky. Whatever, put this away.
Key.
And shoot it later.
Oh dear.
Here's Gnar. I don't particularly care about this deck getting a coin. It's not going to be stacking coins, so one coin doesn't actually do anything at all. They have to hit 2 for it to matter even a little bit. What do you find? Wouldn't be surprised to see our opponent go after Gnar. It's like one of the few units that kind of matters at all here. What you got? I'm pretty happy with that. They're happy with that. I'm happy with that. Everybody's happy with that. Here's Oncologist. Oh, that sucks. Oh, these are really bad. Wow. I don't want to fill my hand with Poros, but I guess it's like not the worst thing ever. And that was not a great hit, huh? Our opponent can't play Jhin, so maybe we do just start playing some Poros. Uh-huh. Then I'm thinking one more. Just shut down all the open attack shenanigans. That is acceptable. Okay, what are we worried about? Jhin, obviously. We don't have one yet. We don't have Jhin or Rex. So we're missing our, like, power 1-2 punch. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Gnar ends up dying. Not that it's, like, the worst thing on the planet. It's gonna get pinged. But I get to cycle Pokestick, so that's nice. I like free cards. If I let this hit without killing this, not only does our opponent get the coin, but then I just turn my Pokestick into a 0-mana Pokestick. But I want another one. Well, this is awkward. I kind of have to cast something right now, but I can't. Because if I cast something, our opponent can just play something. Oh, I really want to shoot something. Come on now. Oh, I don't want to burn a card. All right, fine. I'll just paste through my opponent's face. It's bad. It sucks. But it is what it is. Why would you do it too? You don't have to. Just trying to level Jhin, maybe. I wonder if they have another way of... Like, they must have another way of activating Rex, right? Okay, that's a really good hit. I'm gonna pass. If they're willing to burn the mana, I'm willing to burn the card. But that's like, it's like a lot of mana. That's 7 to burn. That's a lot. To my 2. Plus we like developed, right? We have portals coming. Oh, I guess they do as well. Awkward. Okay. We're gonna burn Jhin or something, watch. Alright, broadmane. Honestly, that's fine. I have 2 broadmanes. I don't need another one. Vora. Seen a lot of Vora lately, that's for sure. I'll block. Double quick attack Gnar. Ain't nothing like it. Not gonna let my opponent have a like free damage on my Nexus now. If I can help it. The puff cap. Oh my god. I was like, but you didn't deal damage to me. Oh my god. Okay, well, yep, that resolves. I was so confused. Okay, I do have 1 portal vibing. Ow. Man, I wish I had Jhin. Hey, look, it's Jhin. Alright, a little taste of your own medicine. Literally little, though. A small taste of your own medicine. I don't have any more condenses. They do. Okay. So how are we going to go about this? We probably want to just play Jhin. Like, we need to be pushing damage. Surely we don't hit the 1 in 25 puff cap, right? Okay. If they hit their last portal, I'll put Jhin down.
I hear it now. The thunderous applause. Suffering is the beating heart of drama.
Oh, unfortunate. Because now they get the ping. And they can like blow my board up.
Giving chase.
Oh, wow. Isn't going very well.
So close.
Rain in fire!
Yep. Yep. Oof. They can still just play Jhin this turn? Feeling pretty dead.
My final act.
Yeah, like... They can just poke me and then do something else and I die. Uh-huh. Just activate Jin's origin. There it is. Alright, GG. Yep. I think we ran into a, we didn't find Rex problem. Rex seems to be the great, like, equalizer in this matchup. And I didn't have him. So the first Rex doesn't win you the game, but the second one sure does. That's what I'm learning here. Fizz. Oh, this is the same guy. For those of you who noticed the LP difference, I just played a game against Lurk. We shot their 1-drop before they could do anything, and then they conceded the game. I went group shot, junk construct, and the game was over. Alright, we won this one last time. Let's see if we can do it again. Our hand's pretty good. We'd obviously like to find Jhin and Rex. Those are the 2 most important parts of the deck.
Bless the faithful and sear the heretics.
Am I willing to
Follow the
block
horizon.
this? Not really. No. Because if they don't have Siren Song, I can just block it next turn. And if they do have Siren Song, then I can... let's keep that open, actually. If they do have Siren Song, then maybe I can get more of a block out of it, right? Okay, they do have the thing. That's alright. Impact, sure. Still gonna take Pie Toss.
Wondrous discoveries await below.
What else you got? Fizz. Oh,
Here I go.
that's annoying. That's gonna be a pain. They don't have a ton of spells though. Woo. Here's Gnar. Hey yo, way yo. Yeah, sure, it's fine. Alright, we're getting in there. I will take any opportunity to start trimming this board down because these guys won't be able to block next turn. Now I have things that make it so, like, you know, I have stuns and whatnot, but I don't have Rex. I don't have Jhin. So it's gonna be tough.
You'll be sorry.
Pretty happy to see that.
My research.
I'd like to get to group shot being active, but if it's
Raise your
not,
weapons
that's okay.
sunward.
Yordle Portal. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take
Let us
that.
take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Shelly, wanna have some fun? War is no game, soldier, but yeah, okay.
War is no game, soldier, but yeah, okay. This is gonna be tough, man. I need to ditch something for this. And then group shot something. Probably just Pie Toss. Anything that really not a single thing that can block a fearsome unit. That's so bad. Wow. I guess I'll take Yordle Explorer because maybe it lets something else block. That is horrendously bad. I have Gnar, and that's pretty good, I guess.
Where do you stand on cold shots?
Do you have a spell? Do you have like Pale Cascade or something? Yeah. Still feel like I had to throw that out. Oh, it's gonna be rough. Alright, at least we get vulnerable on Fizz. Am I dead?
This is gonna be fun.
I feel pretty dead. Lock. You can only cast one of these. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Wow. Alright. I can stun 5 more damage out of the way. And then we still die.
Ow.
Ouch. Sometimes Siren Song deck does Siren Song things. Alright, bit unfortunate to end on the loss there, but I have to start streaming. Yeah, the deck felt better than I expected. I feel like there's some tuning there to be had. And I'm particularly worried about like Zolani decks. But when the deck does the thing, it does the thing. And it's very, very powerful. When you don't have Jhin and you don't have Rex, though, the deck doesn't feel very good. You have a lot of stall to get there, but sometimes you just get ran over. So I would definitely try to prioritize like finding stuff that keeps you alive. Find Jhin, find Rex. You should probably never mulligan Jhin. You can mulligan Rex sometimes though. But I would, yeah, make an effort to find him as soon as possible. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.